Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to Thief, the Black Parade. I remembered. Who said it was? Who's surprised? Who would even be surprised by that? We're taking
I'm so
on.
surprised.
Okay, all right. We're taking on Death's Dominion. Is the name of this mission? So I'm sure it's going to be easy and safe. Good time for everybody. We've got some rubies and stuff to steal. Okay. Well, it's not the most menacing start to a mission we've ever had. I mean, this is just some guy. I don't need to clonk this dude. This is just some guy. Ralph Downer, apothecary. Not an actual interactable door. Alright, I think we're still in a part of town I'm allowed to be in. I don't think I need to be sneaking right at this moment.
Have you ever seen a running man stop in the name of a baron?
What are you taffing about?
Well, you know, when you shout halt in the name of a baron.
Oh, of course not. That's what arrows are for.
You know, at least they acknowledge that it never works. That is quite a stance he's got there.
Yeah, love that face. I love the big stone faces. It's just
It's just standard city architecture. Who wouldn't want to drink from this fountain? Hey, free water arrow. Thanks for pointing that out, Amabel.
You're welcome. This is why I'm here.
Well, now this is ominous. What do we got map-wise? Okay, so we have something. This might actually be a little useful once we get down into the...
Tombs.
Yeah.
Tombs.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. P. Elsmore, the clockmaker. Fancy door, not interactable. This is pretty ominous. I'm just go stealthy a little bit here. Hi. I was working on a crick in my leg. How you doing?
Help! Help! There's someone in here.
Okay, well
I see him.
you did leave
Help! Over here.
you did leave the box unlocked.
Yeah.
That's hard. That feels like entrapment.
Yep.
In any case, there's 25 money. Hey, I forgot we bought this tip.
Hey, if they're a shopkeeper, they have to tell you.
In addition to being used to bury the dead, the lower tombs were also used for funeral ceremonies and feature at least 2 chapels with specially blessed holy water fonts, which the resident smith used to bless holy symbols and weapons. This could be useful to you if there is water left in them. It could indeed. Was in the previous game.
I wonder why you need holy water in these tombs.
Indeed. Okay, well, it looks like there's not anything else of value in here. So, does this just let us back out to the street, or... There is a, properly locked. You have a key on you by any chance? It doesn't look like it. Alright, there is a window back here, obviously.
All right.
Damn, someone's already here. Looks like these guys haven't come back yet. I'm gonna need to find that ruby before them.
To what is he respond?
I don't know.
What object in the environment is making him say that? I guess that door is a way we could have come in. Okay, there's equipment here. It probably should have maybe said that line once we got to about here and could actually see things.
Yeah.
That's a little weird. And it's not like we came at this from like an unexpected angle or anything.
Yeah.
That was one of the 2 doorways they set up. Hume, climb the damn... Okay, well, I was going to see if there was loot over there in that corner, but he really doesn't want to go up there. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, apologies. It's been a minute. It's been just a minute since we did this. I want to make sure that I remember what my quick saves are, or what my quick save key is. because it's different in this game. Yeah, okay. Because we've been playing a little bit of Dishonored 2,
That's right.
which is a game that is very much in the lineage of this game, while that seems to have come to an end rather quickly.
Yeah.
So if I do anything stupid here, I'm going to blame it on pressing Dishonored 2 buttons, which are similar in function but different keys on the keyboard than the way I have rigged this game up.
What we got here?
All right, boys and girls, we've talked about this a bit, but now I am absolutely certain that Eldrius's demise should be somewhere within these tombs. That's the name of one of the gems we're after.
Yep.
Barlow went for some digging last night and found us a way in. Remember that we've been promised a huge sum of money if we manage to get it, so we better get to work. Besides, we can plunder the other vaults with no repercussions. I know you're all familiar with this whole grave robbing business, but I feel that I need to remind you of the rules since our last accident with Rogier. First, make sure nobody follows you when you're coming. The local watchdogs have been bribed by our employer and should leave us alone, but still, we don't want any witnesses, and Monsegur isn't aware of our operation. Let's make sure it stays that way. Do not talk, and watch your step. Being noisy in ancient catacombs like that is guaranteed death. We know almost nothing about the place, so be even more vigilant than usual. You would think you would want your crew at maximum vigilance on most criminal enterprises? I don't know. Follow only the paths Ernestine and Barlow mark as safe. These two are extraordinary scouts. If you hear strange sounds or see someone who isn't us, get the taff away. If I see you trying to hide something, I'll break your bones and leave you on the spot. Don't stray off too much. If you ain't outside after sunrise, we consider you gone and we skedaddle. Who is using the word... If you want to sell this guy as, like, the leader of a hardened gang of criminals or something, the moment you use the word skedaddle...
Yeah, skedaddle's very...
I say it, but I behave and act like a kindergarten teacher in a cartoon. I also dress that way. When we're done, we don't know you and you don't know us until another wealthy crook needs our services. Here's a reminder of the signs we use. An upward arrow means the room is safe. A downward arrow means the room is trapped. A cross means taffing moving corpses, so don't go that way. Another thing, tonight's undead bait is just some random lowlife tagging with us thinking he's off to easy money. No need to feel too concerned about him. Just trip him if the corpses are after us. I like the way they brought a designated bait guy. That's very
So
funny.
Skedaddle it dates to like 1860s.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's
And
kind
the
of
torches are lit. How nice of them.
I think it's kind of appropriate because this has that mixture of like medieval and Victorian feel in the setting. It doesn't feel very hardened though. Apparently it derives from the word scattle, which means to run off in a fright.
Huh.
Scattle sounds a
Like
lot
something.
more... Oh, it sounds a lot more menacing. Now, down arrow means what again?
Down arrow means the room is trapped, but that's loot right there. So, I mean, that looks like the trap to me, right? Big floor plate.
Mm-hmm.
But it could be a decoy. There could be multiple layers of trapping. Because there is, like, an obvious thing in the roof that might be a crushy pillar, but there's also these mouths that are clearly going to shoot darts or arrows or something. So I'm going to try to just come around this side. Yup. Strangers may pause to mark those who repose below. Perchance a good friend may read, perchance a foe. What can they learn? That felicity and trust, rancor and malice end in dust to dust. That's what it says on the floor of this chamber. Well, whatever. We got ours.
Take that, trap. We
Okay.
beat you.
So there's a room over here with no marker on it. which means who knows what. I mean, they were definitely here. The expedition has left plenty of evidence. That goes deeper. I guess let's... Huh. Just a rib cage. Just a rib cage sitting on a shelf. Okay. Let's check this out first.
Can you take it?
I can take it, yes. Okay, well, this doesn't seem to have any game purpose. This is a fully diegetic expedition ladder. Do you want me to grab the ribcage, Amabel?
Yes.
Sacrilege. I got a handful of bones. You happy?
That's usually what I say.
It's usually 2 handfuls. Come on now.
So that's accurate.
How do I... There we go. Couldn't remember how to drop stuff. So... Alright, enter here. We're in this staircase right now. Which is just going to put us out, it looks like, at the bottom of that chamber. Although I feel like we've descended so much. Let's just have a look around here. Okay, just floating clouds of tomb gas. A very weird cutout statue. A lot of bones, a lot of places where you could, leave some valuables, potentially. Unfortunately, no such valuables to be found. Okay, and is this just going to go down to the same floor level? Everything feels like it goes down more stories than I was expecting. I haven't seen any more marks on the doorways here. That might be an active zombie, and I definitely hear active zombies up ahead. Although these ones sound bored more than, like, hungry for flesh. Pretty loud. Okay, this is... Oh, no, that might be... Yep, that's lootable. Aside from that, it's mostly just melted candles. I'm waiting for this one to get up,
Yeah. Is that like a drop torch?
I think it is supposed to be a fallen torch. Still,
That's a nice...
Still smoldering. We don't know how long ago those people entered. Presumably it was tonight, right?
Yeah. And that's a nice bit of, nice bit of environmental storytelling, I guess, is what I was, like just the way they're leaving the little things around. Like, it's done with a lot of care and...
This is something. The statue turned toward the wall. It's a little creepy. Is that zombie?
Yeah, here he comes.
It seems like it's aware of us, maybe. It's hard to tell because they walk so slowly and they stop moving so much. All right. Grab myself a. It's trying to lure him into the arrows from the trap there. Managed to grab myself a fire arrow at the cost of getting shot in the face.
Well, that's satisfying.
Yeah. It's possible that I should have saved it until we had like a larger number of zombies, because you could get rid of them more efficiently. But I do love getting rid of zombies.
Yeah.
Is this room marked at all? Okay, safe it says. It's so weird that they have like scouts run through the rooms and figure out whether they're trapped and mark them safe, but not like take the pretty light loot that is within them. Why does the person marking that room as safe not simply pick up the golden candlestick? What value is there in making it somebody else's job?
That's a good question.
Obviously, I don't understand how advanced criminal grave robbing gangs work. Maybe it's a union thing? I believe that is new audio. I don't think there were any feminine zombies before.
Okay.
So first of all, I want to say I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think they've actually done a really good job with that. That sounds very, very spooky and very creepy and very in keeping with the sort of tone of the undead of the original project.
I'm not going to say this is the best new voice acting they've done, but it's up there.
I am. That is what I'm saying. I was trying to be sort of gentle and roundabout. I want to lure her out into this area and then give her... Oh, hey, a thing I had missed. Give her the runaround out here. My hope is that if we can get her, onto this side of this thing, we can maximum speed, move away, break line of sight, and maybe just actually lose her. Does this mean she's just going to be waiting for us on our way out? Possibly. Yeah, that's a very distinct possibility. Is that... Okay, that is just... That's kind of cool. The wax melted running down the sides of the thing. It's a neat little bit of architecture they've done there. I mean, that looks mighty important. Oops, some of these are lootable. I guess just one, actually. Alright, well, we're making out in, like, little bits here.
Yeah.
Where are we at so far? 314 with all those pickups. It really is very small amounts. Okay, so... we ended up... There was a thing off of this stairway leading out here that I think dropped us off in here.
Okay.
So... oh boy. No, I'm not sure at all. Alright. Well, I think I've lost us on the map, so... whatever, we'll just keep looking around.
We'll figure it out.
Possibly. Ooh, okay, hi. That's quite a distance. Oh, that's a ghost.
I forgot there were ghosts.
Finding one of those holy water fonts would be lovely.
Yeah.
The thing is, sometimes ghosts are just like hurl stuff at you, hunt you down forever enemies, and sometimes they're like people who want you to do a task for them. This guy is he has a different model than any ghost from the base game that I'm familiar with. I guess let's find out.
Let's find out. Hey, buddy.
Mayhap he is neither. Mayhap he is merely a wandering spirit. Seems to be. It doesn't look like there's really anything going on in here. That's probably his body. I want to see if there's loot inside the casket. There is. Okay. Just a potion, and if I'm not familiar, yeah, if I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, that's a breath potion. That's like a swimming potion. It sure is.
Huh.
That is not
I
of the
wonder-
greatest utility at this
I wonder
moment.
if we're gonna need that at some point in this area.
I sure would love to not.
Yeah, like, has there ever been a game when you've been excited when there's a swimming level or section?
Mario 3, because it means that I can finally use my built-up frog suits.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, you're new. That's interesting. Yeah, what now? You can't path to me now. Well, I have no weapons capable of dealing meaningful damage to this thing.
That's a trouble.
Okay, sometimes Hume doesn't want to climb stuff.
I get it. I mean, he's older.
Sometimes he's like, climbing is so gauche.
Climbing is bougie.
We could get down there safely. You could Mario stomp that zombie. We know from previous experiences that this does work.
Don't you have some mines?
Maybe?
Or was that in Dishonored 2 that you picked those up and I forgot?
We have 3 flash bombs, and if I remember correctly, flash bombs fucked up the undead real bad, didn't they, in the previous game?
Yeah. Okay, what does the X and the arrow mean again?
Oh, that's not that's not how I wanted to jump. The X means walking corpses. The up arrow means safety. So those two symbols should probably never appear next to each other. But in addition, it was on the inside of the door frame there, so who knows whether it was referring to which room it was referring to? That's a really bad place for a signal. Alright, that thing won't be able to follow us up here. I wanted to get up here, but I needed to lure it out of the doorway enough that we could
You could
past
shimmy
for the
up
climb.
and yeah. Well, this isn't ominous at all.
Doesn't look like there's anything. Okay. The bones in the wall sort of look like the rungs of ladders. The rungs of a ladder.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, maybe Hume will climb them, but no. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in the walls where it's like clearly a thing inset in another thing, and every time I see it, it makes me want to. It makes me think, oh, a secret door. But I think in a lot of cases, what we're seeing is just like old graphical assets being updated with the addition of new graphical assets inside or around them. Mm-hmm. Things at different resolutions and different sizes. And that's a little awkward. That looks like loot. It's not. It's just fucking candles. Once again, no loot. Just candles. Oh,
Who are
Loot
all
down
these
there.
candles for?
also, who's keeping them lit with this many zombies around? I'm right here. I'm not even in the dark. Alright, we'll grab that stuff and then head out.
How are you enjoying the zombies in this level, since you are unable to combat them effectively generally?
I'm not really. I don't like the chased by an infinite enemy sort of construction. Hey, that's weird. Upside down statue being infinitely burned by a brazier.
I remember you having difficulty with it in the base game, so I was wondering if this implementation was less annoying for you or equally annoying.
Yeah, I'm not finding it like scary or anything. Even it's not even really conveying like the scariness that sometimes mechanical difficulty can, where it's like, oh no, I'm gonna lose all my progress. Like, how will I ever manage this? They're just annoying. These slow moving undead enemies are just annoying.
Well, hopefully they'll come up with something more challenging for you that you're able to, deal with.
Grimworth. Trapped. I mean, yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. Is this a trap that I can evade by just crouching? It doesn't... My guess is that statue's going to do something when I step on this panel. What says Grimworth? No, I guess not. I thought maybe it was going to issue a bolt of fire. Or something of the sort. Robert Jacques Grimworth, Merchant Prince. Stay, stranger, and shed a tear, for the good Grimworth lieth here. He was a gentleman of goodly life, married Rosa Felton as his wife. He may thank the builder he got her, she bore him a son and a daughter. The meter's a little uneven. His son was a strong man of might, for which King Roland made him knight. His daughter was both wise and daring, and married was she to Jor de Perring. I mean, first of all, the meter of that poem only works if you pronounce good with an E after it as a 2-syllable word. So I want everybody to understand that I know that word is not usually pronounced good.
So, can I tell you something that's making me sound like an asshole?
That caused some kind of projectile. I don't know what happened there. In any case, I win. Yeah, go ahead.
So I remember going to a number of funerals because, I know people and then they die. Not because they
mysteriously, huh?
But
it's a real pattern.
Something that I noticed a lot are people who write poems to give as eulogies for their loved ones, which can be very sweet and touching and heartwarming, but it's always like in rhyming couplets, like with really awkward forced rhymes.
Ow. I think we just got Bowser statued. I didn't see the laser, but it sounded like a laser.
And it was a lot more awkward than that poem. And it's very hard when you're at a funeral to listen to someone earnestly read a poem that is just absolutely atrocious. And then I feel bad because, what kind of heartless monster am I?
Hume, just reach. There's a thing right there.
So anyway, that's that story. Do you think I'm an asshole?
No, I think you are a sweetheart who... Wow, I think you are a sweetheart who tells stories that are perfectly appropriate and reasonable length. Well, now this is curious. This door is... These seem to be metal bars? Never mind, they're incorporeal bars.
Okay.
Hey, when I say like you tell stories of appropriate and reasonable length, if you don't say anything,
Yeah.
Well, this is a recently dead right here.
Yeah, if I don't say anything...
If you don't say anything and it just turns into silence, that makes it sound like it was a real insult that actually hurt you. And
Oh, no,
I
it didn't
just wanted
hurt
to
me.
check in real quick here
No, it didn't hurt me, sweetheart.
because that was intended to be a funny joke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
think these zombies would be more fun for you if they were saying brains?
I guess so. I mean, that's like parlor tricks, though. I was standing right over there earlier. I just didn't notice that there was a cup on the floor. Okay. So we had kind of gone around. Like, we went down one way, and then I went around and back up the other way. And I did not think that I was making forward progress, but I did think that there was not much other way to get the loot on both sides of the passage. So we're at 514 now, nearly half.
Okay. No.
This is a
Okay. Who's a grumpy boy?
this is a corpse of one of those red wizards, one of those Hammerite wizards.
Have we seen that before?
I don't think so. I think that's a new model. I like the way you can see the spine and the rib cage through the torn clothes a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So,
I am consistently pretty impressed by a lot of the work that they have. Whoa, not sure what that was. A lot of these traps, like they wait until you're not looking and then they make a weird noise.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm consistently impressed with a lot of the work that the fan mod folks have done here. Fan
Now-
mission.
Do you feel like if you had half as many zombies but the same number of zombie noises, these zombies would be more effective for you?
No.
No, just because the thing where you can't deal with them just is that annoying.
Okay. It's one of our holy water sensors there. Oh, cool. Good shooting there, Hume. And to be clear, that was 100% Hume's fault, not mine.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy wants
No, I
some
got
too
that.
now. Was he preparing to hurl something at me?
Yeah, I don't think that was a trap before. I think he hurled something at you.
I couldn't tell if he was like trying to do magic or like he did sort of like reach. I don't know. It looked to me like he touched his rib cage before winding up the attack. I wonder if he like ripped out a bone and was going to throw a bone at us. That's a
could be.
fun idea. That's charming.
I remember when you told me about Pathfinder skeletons and how one of the feats that the skeletons could have is ripping off their own bone arm and using it to extend their reach.
Yeah, that's true. Skeleton ancestry characters who are skeletons. Skeleton ancestry sounds like a weird way to put it. For rules reasons, it's the right terminology, but yeah, you can take off your arm. You can wield your weapon in one of your hands, then take off that arm and wield that arm in the other hand to give yourself reach, which is like pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking forward to taking that eventually.
Oh yeah, what happened?
My skeleton got killed.
Did your character die due to some kind of? Well, this is so much a shoot you with a fireball situation here. Yeah, did your character die due to some kind of incredible show of incompetence?
No.
Just like a full on disregard for consequences.
It was an incredible feat of bravery when people were in the woods, which was dangerous and scary. And I was trying to see what was out there. And it happened to be like a giant demon dog wolf thing that
you could see the wolf. You knew. What is this?
I knew it was a big thing. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was going to... I was just trying to shoo it away.
Okay, this does not give me any information whatsoever. Noirqueer.
Oh, well, no, we need that.
Well,
The necklace.
We need a thing. There's there's not necessarily a reason to assume that the gems will be where they are supposed to be, right? Because like the whole premise of this mission is that a thieving crew got in before us. So my assumption has been that we'll find, some of the critical loot not where it is supposed to be in the crypt, but instead on the bodies of the interlopers.
Yeah, but probably nearby makes story sense to me.
Pure Arthas Noirqueer, Marquis of Regenswa. Stay, traveler, for all you want is near. Wisdom and power, I ask, they both lie here. This little stone a great marquis doth hold, that ruled the heart of Regenswa bold. Why don't you just make these as awkward to pronounce as possible, huh?
I think we need to... I think we need to let people writing these things know you don't need to rhyme for the poems.
What was that? Did you see that?
I don't know. Yeah, I did. I don't know what it was.
It was something that seemed like it was moving a fair bit faster than the undead usually do.
What if there's a hammerhaunt that's a lady?
It's just the normal hammerhaunt model, but with a bow tie and lipstick.
I don't know. I would say they'd probably put more into it than that.
Amabel, play in the space. When I say a thing that's obviously a joke, you don't have to respond to it as though it's serious.
Okay. I'm trying. I'm learning. Thank you for...
Come with me. Joke with me.
Thank you for this unpaid apprenticeship into how to do the thing that you do. I am learning so much.
I mean, that's not even video game Let's Play stuff. That's just like entertainment 101.
No one has ever accused me of being entertaining.
Yeah, wow, it's fast, whatever it is. Hey, here's a good idea. Why don't I shoot the explosive arrow at absolutely fucking point blank range? What a good plan.
Oh, that was... I like that.
Did you?
Yeah, no. It's such a weird... Because there were no arms there.
It seemed like a fast-running corpse with no arms. So we got the sapphire necklace, which is great. That has opened this door, and I suppose... I was kind of figuring it opened the door and it was like there was going to be something bad back there. It was going to be a trap. It seems to have given us access to a new area, and there's a scary new enemy down here, which is rad. But I don't think it's going to come up after us. I don't think this is a now you done it, you're in for a scare kind of thing. So we got a I'm going to try the flash bomb on it actually. Oh, damn it. I don't write items unequip after a little while if you don't. Ow. Hey, you know what's smart is look right at the flash bomb. Okay, so it's not flash bombable. Ow. The clumsiness of the thief inventory interaction system is really rearing its head here. I need to prep the holy water in the active slot. Probably have my bow out as well. Oh, wow. Okay. I died before I could even get the bow up. I mean, maybe we just bail, but I feel like this thing's there's got to be something down here of value,
Yeah,
right?
let's figure out what this thing's deal is, how to deal with it, and
It's possible that it's not vulnerable to the holy water. Like, it's possible that it might just be an invincible monster, or it might take more damage than I have to dish out. I am gonna quaff a healing potion. Can't tell. Like, it doesn't, rear back like it's taking damage. The zombies, when I hit them with the holy water arrow, they like recoil, right?
yeah.
That doesn't mean it's not taking damage, but the feedback's really bad, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to whether there is stuff of value down here. In particular, whether Aldrius's demise might be down here in the most dangerous part of the dungeon, guarded by the scariest thing in the dungeon. That makes a certain kind of sense.
Yeah.
Let me health potion a couple of times. Let's get to full health so we have the maximum amount of time to deal with this thing. But that means waiting a sec while our health refills.
So what I'm wondering, though, because I know in the original Thief, like, specific loot items would be added to the tally with difficulty levels.
Yeah.
So, is this one of those cases? Is this necklace added on the hard difficulty level? And if so...
I would imagine so, yeah.
Would this necessarily be gating the main quest item?
Probably not, is my feeling, but I don't know that for sure, and I am very curious.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still very curious. I think it's less likely to be that particular thing. But
yeah, I don't think it's super likely either. Oh, come on, Hume. Okay. If it's not in attack mode, it recoils from the damage. So it is probably killable.
Okay.
I'm going to create a save here that isn't the quick save I just made.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to do a little bit of magic here. All right. Then we're going to load the quick save.
Okay.
I'm going to drop that in a different save slot.
Okay.
We just spent a lot of resources potentially killing this thing, but it didn't explode, and so it might get back up, is my concern. That's not even loot. And if it does get back up, I think, there's a universe where we may need to not have spent all those arrows.
Yeah.
But I don't, my default is not going to be like to rewind, because learning the hard way is an important part of learning.
Yeah. Can you pick up that body and throw it in the fire?
That's an interesting point. Can I pick up the creepy thing's body? Sure can. There's even a custom, carry art for it. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's a nice bit of detail.
So far, it seems like this is just like a shitty labyrinth with no loot in it, and maybe there was no value in coming down here. But I am happy to have figured that out, at least.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of its own reward, right?
Kind of. Very kind of.
I don't know. So here's a question for you, because I feel like I am more motivated by something like this. Like, oh, I can figure this thing out, rather than having a mechanical reward for a thing. But I think talking with you about certain things, you definitely feel more like that is more important that, there be a mechanical incentive or reward for a thing.
I mean, I'm fine just going to a place and looking at some creepy stuff, but I want to make sure that that's what it is, right?
Yeah. Is this the same?
Yep.
Okay.
Not done. Not done
Okay.
exploring. So it's interesting that there are some eternal fires down here. That's pretty weird stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, fellas. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Okay, I think at this point we've mapped the whole space. The only thing down here is this little metal hammer that isn't worth anything. Pretty sure. Okay. Well, this is what it is. There's lots of spinal cords.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. If we were making some kind of spinal cord based instrument, this would be a great place to find ingredients.
Yeah. What kind of instrument would that be?
I mean, I think you could, like, if you want to make a guitar and use a spinal cord as sort of like the neck, I think that works really well. That seems like a great idea. And with multiple spinal cords, of course, you could have multiple necks. You know, those guitars that are like double guitars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, so we have spent a lot of our potential anti-undead weaponry at this point. And it seems like the undead have become tremendously more numerous. So I'm a little worried about that.
But they can't swim.
I mean, there's a lot of things they can't do. It's not my primary concern. It doesn't look to me like there's anything in this water. Let's just... Yeah, okay. Feeling pretty confident. Hey, here's a question. Will the thief engine let me do this? No, okay.
No.
The fact that it treated that water like actual water in the sense that it blocks me from breathing made me wonder. Darn. I was trying to see if I could get up on top of the stone there. Because who knows? There could be a piece of loot up there. This feels like the most disrespectful parkour.
Yeah.
Okay, well. I didn't mean to... I was trying to land on the side there. Didn't mean to fall all the way down.
You should have done a 2-tile backwards jump.
There it is. I knew you were trying to figure one out.
I'm much slower than you, unfortunately, so...
To be clear, neither one of us has made a reference to parkour civilization for about 2 weeks now.
And also, to be clear, I hate it. I do hate it. I don't want...
Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this.
Why not?
The chain sounds? That's a holy water font, but I don't really have any water arrows left. That's a body with a sword. God damn it. Healing potion, healing potion.
Ugh.
I don't think he's very healthy.
I don't think he's very stealthy. So is that the quietest you can drink, buddy? All right.
Face your fears, my baby.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually very helpful. This is one of the thieves, one of the invader types. Grave robber's last words. Barlow and Ernestine went to scout and explore a nearby oubliette, but they never came back. Well, I mean, that's appropriate. They're too skilled to die to traps, so I come to the conclusion that they simply abandoned us. We decided to carry on after a while, but it was not to be. I saw Carlos get filled with the sharpest arrows I'd ever seen, coming from the walls of a room that was marked as safe, and moments later Chaucer got ambushed and was slain by the restless dead coming out of a room that was marked as safe as well. Then Nell panicked and started threatening me, saying it was all my fault. I tried to talk some sense into him, but I had no other choice but to strike him with my blade. I didn't kill him, but he was wounded and ran away. And it's all clear now. The bastardly spawns of the trickster led us into a trap by intentionally mismarking some rooms, and now they're after the gemstone. But they won't have it. There's no way they can figure out where it is, reach it, and get out alive. Their skills alone are not enough. This place is just too large, and if they don't fall to the dead, hunger, thirst, and treachery will eventually get them. If someone is unfortunate or foolish enough to venture in these dark halls and finds this journal, let it be the testament of a veteran grave robber. Never trust your companions, even when you are experienced. They will be your downfall.
That's actually pretty clever of them. I need to be even more careful now.
For real, though, I don't want to sound like a jerk or anything. But it does, like, to a certain extent, it stands out even more because of the very high quality of most of the rest of the stuff. Hume's voice work in particular is just not good. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. What's that?
Fuck you. I don't know why I'm moving it like the others are going to find it and pull the alarm or something. I was already kind of disregarding the markings, so it doesn't really change anything for me.
But yeah, Hume's voice work it's not just the performance, which I feel is not my. That's cool. It's not my favorite thing, but
Okay.
all right. But it seems like it's recorded like in a lower there's a lot of room noise in it.
Yeah, his microphone is worse, or the bit rate's bad, or something ain't right. Oh, that's a mummy. That's a new concern.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Hey, guess what? Fuck. Well, that caught me off guard.
At least he didn't ask for surf and turf.
Okay. I will admit that I did not clock that at all, and I am alive through dumb luck. Just having not stepped any closer to the candlestick before picking it up. Who's keeping this shrubbery alive? Oh, I hear ghosty noises.
How do you feel about mummies generally?
You know, Amabel, I am blessed to live in a time and place where I don't have to have general feelings about mummies.
I mean, as like horror media monsters.
I mean, I don't know. They're whack, I guess. I don't really know.
Okay. Hume, I don't think you should be making that. He needs to go to a doctor.
He does.
You don't need to be making that noise after you're done drinking something.
There's no reason to believe that Hume can afford to go to a doctor, nor that the kind of doctoring he needs exists in the time and place that he lives. That's important. But it's not
Yeah.
a ruby exactly, right? We're looking for a ruby.
I mean, a ruby is red. That's kind of red looking, isn't it?
Yeah, but it would at most be like a ruby jar. It was worth some money at least.
Okay.
Gosh, I love being able to jump with my sword out. I'm so glad that I rebound all that. Oh, dead guy. Aldrius.
Well, okay.
They did kill each other for that stone in the end.
Thank you.
Yeah, it sounds like it was recorded in a cavernous basement.
You know, I do appreciate.
It's very
that
tinny. There's a lot of like reflected metal sound in it.
I will appreciate that the writing for Hume follows the tradition of Garrett being kind of a himbo, just stating like obvious things. I missed saying thank you, Garrett.
You know, hold on. A himbo's a specific thing.
Okay.
Garrett's dumb. There's a difference.
Okay.
Well, okay. So they constructed this little ladder of tables here, but it's not clear to what end exactly. I might be able to get across to that.
Yeah.
I certainly don't see the stone. All right, let me try this. Yeah, okay. I mean, that looks like a place where something important was once kept, and it sure doesn't look like it's there anymore.
Yeah.
One would assume that that's the ruby. I have rope arrows, right? Yeah. I wonder if there's anything in here that a rope arrow will actually stick in.
I feel like the answer should be yes.
I agree with you. However, that looks like dirt up there, right? Nope, arrow broke.
So I feel like if they give you these kind of mobility tools, you should be able to use them as often as possible. Because they give them to you, and then like everywhere you go, you can't use it. That's no good.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh wait, can you jump to?
Yeah, well, at least I didn't fall to a damaging degree.
Yeah.
Just making sure that this is actually blood and not a ruby. There's no more like blood stains or anything. So I guess one of them must have
Yeah.
gotten away with it. Right? This is what I thought. This is what I was saying is going to be, where one of them killed the others here, got away with the ruby, and we're just going to have to find their body. I wish there was a little bit more of a trail leading out,
Yeah.
but it looks like that's where we're at here. It doesn't look like there's any evidence of anyone having like fallen the rest of the way, so just down here somewhere, I'm guessing.
But I feel like you would have run into some. Just curious.
Is it?
Yeah. But you know,
Okay.
I'm applying my like my designer brain as far in my narrative brain as far as like if you find someone they're dead, then there should be a clue. There should be some kind of trail to follow. And they gave you those kind of platforms to climb on but for no reason. So it feels like maybe
I mean, I don't know that
know.
those platforms were there to climb on. They might have just been there for,
the environment.
yeah, verisimilitude of the environment, and then it turns out you can kind of climb halfway up them. It's hard to tell if the route I was taking was like a purposeful route or not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's certainly markings on the stones here.
Okay.
And so didst we toil on a mighty blade, 'twould keep unruly dead docile. Yet our burdens weighed too heavy upon us. Braun, keeper of Grimworth, didst fail to give the final blessings to the merchant prince, and spent his last days atoning for his sins. Anton, the keeper of Albrecht, didst not, skipping his daily prayers before the builder's shrine, and died a heretic. In his foolishness, Ulf, the keeper of Norquire, didst lose his holy tool in the fiery demon's domain, and continue his work could not. Crendor, the keeper of Belor, was the most devoted to his duty, yet too devoted he was, starving to death in his toils. Now 'tis only I who remain, Alaris, last keeper of the Holy Forge. I mean, listen, if there was some kind of holy blade down here that could slay the undead, 'twould keep undead docile, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, life's easy if you can get the sneak attack.
Yeah. That does sound like new voice work.
Maybe, yeah. I will admit I was not paying the most attention. Okay, I mean that's like a blood stain.
Baby, you're doing such a good job.
That's a dead Burrick. This whole area is such a fucking maze though, because it has that same design as the previous areas where like every inch of the space is used. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's no reason to come close enough to that guy for him to stand up. Hi. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well. I don't have the tools for... Yeah, okay, just get out of the way. I don't have the tools... Well, I don't want to waste what tools I do have for a permakill on that zombie. I'm just trying to get him out of my way for a second so that we can run past him. Alright, so this was the room I was a little more reluctant to spend much time in, but I think... Yeah, Alright, we're just looping back around here. Didn't come through here. This is a strange chamber.
I think on the whole, these maps are doing a good job with the creepy stuff.
Yeah,
Creepy spooky?
You hear that? This grate is like emitting a chime every so often, it seems like.
Yeah.
Don't know what to make of it, but that's happening. Alright. So where am I on this map? I don't know if we are anywhere on this map.
Yeah.
None of this stuff really looks like... Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff really looks like where we are. So we went up from here. Up. As you might imagine, not what I intended to do. Yeah, we went up from here. I climbed up, but I wonder what is further down. So another mummy. The mummies seem very explosive. I wonder if I could trigger a mummy to explode with an arrow. What if I shot the mummy instead of shooting the stone near it? Yeah, okay.
Ow!
Hume, my dude, you've got to be a little bit quieter some of the time. Okay, that was not the ruby. That was a large something. It was on fire until it wasn't anymore. Oh, it's a golden skull. Again, that was on fire until... Well, that got me. I, first of all, literally did not see it coming, and secondly, that was startling. What the fuck even was that? Did the zombies have a ranged attack?
I don't know.
Because there is a zombie walking around in the hall. You seem like a normal zombie. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here it comes. Okay, yeah, that's the range attack that other the one that looked like a wizard hit us with earlier.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the new kinds of zombies, or maybe it's an upgrade they made to all zombies. All right, it seems to have lost us. I'm not feeling super confident about this. How many? We have 3 water arrows, so that's enough to. We do have a vial of holy water, so that's enough to kill 1 zombie, 1.5 normal zombies. We also have a fire arrow, so we could kill like 2 normal zombies if it really came right down to it. Obviously, I'd rather not. But I do think this one's gonna be a troublemaker, so you know what? Fuck it. Oh, your stupid little stance. Hold on a second. I feel like if the fire arrow goes so close to the zombie that it would remove hair, that should count.
No, that's what we in the business called an Elisa Boskanovich.
That didn't kill it. Okay, well. Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Would you be having more fun if you
Oh,
could
this
suplex
is some.
these zombies?
This is some fucking. Okay, all right.
What?
What do you mean? What? Are you paying attention?
I'm paying attention. Yeah, I don't know what you're complaining about. Looks perfectly normal to me.
Okay, we've found our way into a whole fucking Indiana Jones ass. Oh, that's right. Normal zombies are damaged by the flash bombs, aren't they?
Yes, I believe so. Either that or was ghosts, one or the other.
Well, it doesn't seem like that one's pursuing us anyway. But look at this with the mirrors and the lights and the.
Yeah. Okay. What happens if you step in the light? Okay. Well, now you know.
Now we know. It's gonna be a whole complicated fucking trapped. Oh, I hate this.
Just don't step in the light.
Can I tell you what I'm gonna
It's not
do?
too
This is
complicated. Yeah.
maybe cowardice.
Okay.
I'm reloading back to before I spent the fire arrow,
Okay.
and I think we're just gonna call it here for this episode.
Okay.
This is we're deep enough in. It turns out there's gonna be a whole other level of crypt here, full of traps and who knows what else. And
These levels are quite large.
I mean, they're the same size, I think, as a lot of the levels in the base game. What they are is dense.
Yeah.
There's no wasted space. Everything is something, and it's cool, but it's also a nightmare. All right, so that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, it's gonna be horrible. I have nothing positive to say. I was trying to think of like an upbeat note to end the episode on, but it's going to be so bad. When you come back
You're
next
gonna
time,
do amazing.
when you come back next time, it's going to be so bad. And we'll see you then.